If you ever felt really excited about starting a business and then suddenly found yourself frozen, doubting everything, and wondering if you made a huge mistake, this video is for you. You're not broken, you're not lazy, and this doesn't mean that you're not cut out for entrepreneurship. What you're experiencing is something I see over and over again with anxious service-based solopreneurs, what I call the start-stop anxiety cycle. By the way, if we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Shara. I'm a therapist, a business owner, and someone who knows the cycle personally, not just professionally. While I've gotten better over the years, I find myself constantly engaging in distractions, over-researching to make sure I get it just right, and overworking plan A and plan B just in case. I work with lots of people who are building businesses while also managing anxiety. And honestly, most of them think they're failing when really it's just their nervous system doing its job. Most people don't wake up one day and randomly say, hey, I'm gonna start a business. Sometimes it starts with excitement, a passion, a dream, a desire for freedom or flexibility that just doesn't fit in a 9-to-5. Other times it's quieter than that. Something about your current routine just isn't working anymore. Life is lifing, health issues come up, financial realities change, and you need flexibility. You need more control over your time. Whether you're excited or exhausted or both, you recognize that starting your own business might be just the solution you need. Here's the part that no one really prepares you for. Starting a business is a massive shift for your brain. Your brain is wired for predictability, right? Because predictability helps to assess for safety and manage our risks. When you start a business, you are blowing up this whole normal routine that you've had. Suddenly, your brain has to recalculate everything: income stability, identity, and expectations. And this is usually the moment when starting a business stops feeling like such a good idea. You might notice fear showing up. Self-doubt gets louder and your body starts to scan for danger. Your nervous system is basically saying, hey, this feels risky. Let's go back to what we already know. This is where the start-stop anxiety cycles begin. You start. You're researching, you plan, you name your business, you might even file some paperwork. Then anxiety spikes. Your brain starts pulling from the past experiences, moments where you felt like you weren't good enough, you failed, or you disappointed someone. Or maybe the fears around expectations, your own or other people's. So you freeze. Not because you don't care, but because your system doesn't know whether to run away or try harder. And instead of choosing either, it stops. You're stuck in limbo, starting, stopping, starting, stopping. And each time the self-doubt grows. Here's something I want to say very clearly. Starting a business isn't actually the hard part. You can name your business, you can file the paperwork, get an EIN, open a bank account. The hard part is navigating expectations and the beliefs that come from your past experiences. If your experiences taught you that you weren't good enough, your anxiety will try to protect you by stopping you. Breaking this cycle doesn't start with pushing harder. It starts with awareness. You gotta name it. Notice when you're starting and notice when you're stopping. You can't correct what you can't acknowledge. It's really just noticing, right? Something as simple as, oh, I'm in the start-stop cycle right now. That is already making an interruption. Next, get really honest about two things: why you wanted to start your business in the first place and why you're stopping. When motivation is high, it's easy to dismiss fear. When anxiety is high, it's just as easy to dismiss why you started. Both need space. And lastly, this is important, the goal isn't to get rid of fear, it's to understand it. What exactly are you afraid of? Because once you know, you can start equipping yourself to manage it while staying grounded in your why. If you're stuck in the start-stop cycle, I want you to know you're not failing. Your nervous system is responding to the uncertainty. And with the right awareness, support, and pacing, the cycle can be broken. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments and feel free to share this video with others.